For nearly 11 years, Wendy and I have done life together, and I love that, but lately, something felt off. We spend time together, but it doesn't always feel like we're really there. After a decade together, you get so used to each other's company, it's easy to fall into a rut that you sometimes forget what it feels like to truly connect. So we booked a cabin, just us and Kobe for 4 days. We put our phones in airplane mode and gave ourselves space to breathe, something we don't always realize we need. The rules were simple. Minimize screen time, focus on being present, and embrace the adventures and the mistakes that came our way. So one of the things we agreed on this trip was not having any social media. So I haven't used social media for the last 2 years. Wendy uses it every day.
I love a doom scroll.
So we're going to delete all her apps.
Messenger.
YouTube as well. Any streaming services.
Even YouTube.
Yep. How do you think you're going to go?
Yeah, this is going to be the first 24 hours. I'm in for a ride.
You kind of get bored. Like right now, we're not allowed to go on YouTube, we're not allowed to stream at Netflix or anything, and your mind kind of just doesn't know what to do. It's like constantly looking for distractions.
I think it's going to be fun to be bored, like fighting through that.
The first night was rough. We lit a fire, sat down, and almost immediately, restlessness kicked in. We'd gotten so used to filling silence with screens that when it was just us left alone with our thoughts, it felt uncomfortable. I don't really use social media anymore, but my vice is streaming. That night, the temptation to put on Netflix or YouTube was real. I remember staring into the crackling fire, thinking, it's only night one. This was going to be tougher than I thought.
So we made sure to wake up before the sunrise, and it was 100% worth it. Hi, look at the sunrise, baby.
Watching the sunrise at the beach the next morning changed everything. Being up early, surrounded by the ocean and the cold morning air, finally allowed us to slow down. This felt like a turning point. Beginning the day without any distractions let us be present. There were still moments I craved distraction, that itch to grab my iPad and escape, but I forced myself to breathe and take in my surroundings. We were just starting to get into a groove when my phone rang. It was one of our friends who really wouldn't be calling unless it was an emergency. Nervously, I answered the call.
First of all, we were lucky that the call came through.
I had only just turned off airplane mode because I had to Google a restaurant to go to. We told friends and family that we'd be off grid so that they wouldn't stress. Wendy, however, forgot to tell Lena, so when Wendy didn't respond to her Instagram, TikTok, message and phone call, she got worried and she called me. It was really funny in the moment, but it made me realize just how much we actually needed this detox. If we're not working or doing something, we're always in front of a screen. Over the next few days, we started to fall into a rhythm. Our mornings began with sunrise at the beach, followed by little adventures that grounded us and brought us back to the present.
Oh no, Jason just fell in the water.
I was trying to get really good content, and then I fell in the water, got my pants all muddy, and my shoes wet. Worth it.
Without the constant dopamine hits from mindless scrolling, I started to find joy in everyday tasks. Cuddling Kobe, sitting by the fire, sharing dinner together. This trip was exactly what we needed. A gentle reminder that connection doesn't always have to come from grand gestures. It lives in the small choices. Sitting at the table instead of in front of the TV, or putting our phones away and enjoying each other's company.